I invite you to join me in the spirit of prayer. Holy God, as we have gathered here today in this our sacred space, to lift up our joys, our concerns, our praise, our thanksgiving. We have sung hymns, we have shared some laughter and some handshakes and hugs. We've given of our tithes and offerings. And now, as we come to the portion of our service where we break open your word, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of all of our hearts be pleasing and acceptable to you, our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. So there was a mother who gave her son a $1 bill before the service started one particular Sunday. And she told him, put this in the offering plate when it is passed. How many of you have done that before? My mother used to give me money to put in the offering plate. Well, the offering plate was passed, and the little boy did not put his $1 in the plate. And the mom said, you got to put that $1 in the plate. You've got to give that $1 to God. And the little boy just kept shaking his head no. And so, not to delay anything, the mother just let the plate pass on by. And as they were leaving that Sunday, and the pastor was out front shaking everybody's hands as they leave, the little boy gave the pastor the $1. And the mother said, why are you giving the pastor the $1? You were supposed to give that to God. And he turned and looked at his mom and said, Mom, you always say this is the poorest pastor you've ever met. I thought he needed it more than God did. I won't ask you if you give me any money. Why you're giving me the money. This morning, as we gear up for Thanksgiving, thinking about all of the blessings that we have. And if you ever wonder just how blessed you are, I invite you to come on a first and third Saturday and assist in the food pantry. And you will see just how blessed you really are. Yesterday, there were so many of you that were here to volunteer. And we thank God for that, because it took every single person that was here. If you helped, I would ask you to stand, but I know many of you probably can't because of all the work that we did yesterday. And I usually do this during announcements, but today I'm going to do it differently. Because of your generosity, we helped a total of 493 people. That was 198 families, or excuse me, 106 families, 198 children. And the first 60 or so people got a free turkey to take home for Thanksgiving. But when I tell you that this car line was from over there by the dumpster all the way around Fellowship Hall, all the way around here, and all the way back to this drive back here. You helped so many people yesterday. And I often say when I leave the pantry, I thought I was coming there to be a blessing, and I'm the one that leaves with the blessing. Because there's just such a blessing in helping in this vital ministry. So I want to thank all of you who had any part in that. You're bringing food every week. I encourage you to continue to do that because the shelves are bare after the day we had yesterday. We'll be doing this again on December the 2nd. So get extra food while you're out, please do that. But I couldn't help think about that yesterday. And then it came time in the afternoon for the celebration of life service for Pearl. And not only did we celebrate her life, and a life that was so well lived, we gave thanks for her life. And we thank God for her being a part of our lives and our ministry here, and for all the things that she did. So when I got home yesterday, I was just bursting with thankfulness. So it's only appropriate that today, this service, be focused on our own Thanksgiving and the things that we ourselves are grateful for. Because I don't think we take the time that we should to be thankful. I think that sometimes we often will ask somebody to say grace at a meal, or we will ask somebody to share something that they are thankful for every once in a while. This is just the time of the year when we really focus on the things that we are thankful for. But I would encourage all of us, myself included, to do more of that. Several years ago, Enrique and I were walking around the streets of Gatlinburg, and we came to a store. They had all of these clever doormats that you could have outside your front door. And I mean, there were some clever ones. There was one that said, "Butter my behind and call me a biscuit, look who's here." I really wanted that one. But there was one that really made me think. And it said, "What if you woke up with today only what you thanked God for yesterday?" That one hit me. What if I only woke up today with what I thanked God for yesterday? It really put things in perspective for me. And so I invite you into our reading of Psalm this morning. It is Psalm chapter 136, verses 1 through 3. "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the God of gods, for his steadfast love endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his steadfast love endures forever." The psalmist couldn't say enough: give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. In everything that you do, give thanks. And it can be difficult sometimes to give thanks. When you're in the midst of some kind of trial or struggle in your life, the psalmist was no stranger to trials and struggles. It can be difficult to give thanks. But there is always, always something to be thankful for. You may have to look a little harder on some days than others, but there's always something to be thankful for. This morning, I want us to do just that. And this is a little out of the ordinary, but I don't know what is ordinary in the UCC, but this is where a little, especially in Spring Hill UCC, this is a little out of the ordinary. But I'm going to ask Angela to come and prepare to play our next hymn, "Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart." And during the singing of this song, I want you to think about the things that you have to be thankful for, the things that you want to thank God for. And during this song, you're invited to come forward, and there are two tables. There's a table here and a table over there with leaves and pens. I encourage you to write the thing or things that you are thankful for this morning on those leaves. And as you're finished, come by the altar and just drop them in this basket right here. But I want to add to that if there is someone here that you are thankful for and you feel comfortable, tell them. Tell them. Because here's the thing. I thought about this yesterday during Pearl's service. We don't always take the time to do that while people are here with us either. We get so busy with our own lives and the things that we go about doing every day and the hustle and the bustle that we forget just to stop and let somebody know how thankful we are that they are in our lives. So it's going to look chaotic, but it will be an angelic chaos. As we today, however we want to do it, share our thanksgivings. If you're not comfortable going to someone and telling them how thankful you are, take out that joy and concern card and just give it to them as they leave today. But let the people that you're thankful for know just how thankful you are. Because you never know what impact that small statement can have on their life. So let's think about our own Thanksgivings as we share them this morning.